I'm going to keep this straightforward because the last thing you need when you're trying to decide on a tracker is more hype. I've spent the past few weeks swapping a couple of different Bluetooth find-its around my house, reading through the comments on the Amazon page, and even asking a few friends who already use Tile devices how they've integrated them into their daily routines. The goal here is to help you figure out whether the Tile by Life360 Mate actually solves the problems you run into, or if you're better off putting your money elsewhere. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First, let's talk about why a lot of people hesitate at the checkout. The market is saturated with tiny gadgets promising to locate everything from keys to laptops, and the price difference between a $25 tracker and a $50 one can feel like a gamble. The real question is, does the Tile Mate give you enough reliability to justify that cost? Or are you just buying a novelty that will sit in a drawer after a few "I lost my keys" moments? In practice, the biggest pain point people mention is the "what if it's out of range" scenario, especially when you're trying to locate something that's actually far away or hidden inside a bag with a lot of metal. That's where the software integration and the network effect become the core value, not just the Bluetooth radio itself. So, who should actually consider this device? If you're the kind of person who constantly misplaces small items, keys, wallet, gym bag, or even a remote, and you already have a smartphone that you keep on you at all times, the Tile Mate slots in nicely. The Find Your Phone feature works by making your phone ring even if it's on silent, which can be a lifesaver when you're juggling a pile of papers on a coffee table and can't remember whether the phone is in your pocket or under the couch. The SOS button adds a modest safety layer. Press it a few times and it will send a location ping to the Life360 family network, which can be useful if you're out jogging alone or your child is carrying a bag with the tracker attached. On the flip side, if you're looking for a rugged outdoor solution, say, a tracker you can strap to a mountain bike or a hiking pack that needs to survive a tumble, rain, and extreme temperatures, the Tile Mate isn't built for that. Its plastic casing is thin, and while it can survive a typical drop from a table, it isn't rated for heavy-duty impacts or submersion beyond a quick splash. Also, the Bluetooth range caps around 200 feet in ideal conditions. Walls, furniture, and even a crowded office can cut that distance dramatically. If you need something that can be located from a few hundred yards away, you'll probably want a GPS-based tracker instead. Now, let's walk through a couple of realistic daily scenarios. I attached a Tile Mate to my house keyring and paired it with my iPhone. One morning, I was rushing to get the kids to school and could hear the jingle of my keys, but couldn't see them. I opened the Tile app, tapped ring, and within a few seconds I heard a faint beep coming from the kitchen drawer where the keys were hidden behind a stack of mail. The app also showed the last known location on a map, which was handy when I was in the car trying to remember whether I'd left the keys on the kitchen counter or the hallway table. That quick feedback loop saved me a few stressful minutes and, more importantly, prevented me from missing the school bus. Another practical test involved using the tracker as a phone finder. I've got a habit of slipping my phone onto the couch cushion while I'm watching TV. One evening the couch became a black hole and I couldn't locate my phone before the battery died. The Tile app let me press the Find Phone button, which made my Android ring at full volume even though I had it set to vibrate. The sound came out from the couch, and I was able to pull the phone out before it slipped into the gap between the cushions. That feature alone feels like a solid reason to keep a Tile on hand for anyone who lives in a house with lots of fabric furniture. Where the Tile Mate does stumble is in its reliance on the community network for anything beyond the immediate Bluetooth range. If you lose your keys in a public place, say, a coffee shop, the app will show the last location where your phone was connected. If another Tile user passes within Bluetooth range of your lost item, their phone will anonymously update the location on your map. In heavily populated areas, that can work quickly. In a quiet suburb, you might be waiting hours or days for a stranger's phone to pass by. That's a hidden trade-off. You're essentially betting on the density of other Tile users in the vicinity.